This is Shaun Sport in podcast form.
Okay, I don't know what to talk to about the Olympics. You guys have been doing all the hard yards.
Yeah, we
We've
have.
talked about all of it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you haven't been here.
Yeah.
And we've had to do your dumb sports homework.
Dumb.
It's hard,
taking the
Shaun.
nation by storm.
Do you know, for me to read all of it is a lot. I haven't watched any Netflix this week.
Oh, pray for Nathan.
None! Oh, sorry, I watched 2 episodes of
Oh,
the
here we go.
No,
We didn't
no,
even say-
no,
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 mate, you are the worst.
No,
You
no,
are.
I didn't
You're just
want to
giving
do
me
that.
shit about
I
the eating
had
situation.
a bet with Harry.
Harry.
I had a bet with Harry about the rookie, which
Yes.
is probably going to get him slapped later on. You're going to be interested later.
Okay.
Then.
I've
right
watched a
in the
couple of
face.
episodes.
Sport.
Okay, back to the sport.
There's a lot of sport to get
Unbelievable
to.
stuff for Australia overnight. Obviously, we've hit the world record for us anyway as a nation as 18 gold medals.
It was
We're
the
flying.
best. Yeah,
Absolutely
beat
flying.
Athens, yeah.
And it started off really with, we've got to wrap our arms around our West Australians and Nina Kennedy.
Yeah, I know.
She went ballistic in the pole vote. We're kind of expecting her to be in the top couple anyway,
Yep.
but it's an Olympic Games.
Yep.
It's a major
Anything can
championship.
happen.
Anything can happen. Your pole can snap. We've all been there, haven't we?
Yeah. You know what I love about it is that it's such a handy thing to have in the world.
It's a usable skill, isn't
so
it?
you'd never really need to take your keys. You just need to leave one of the windows on the second floor open and have
Easy.
a pole out there.
Easy.
How good's that?
Unbelievable.
Literally come home for a night out. Whew.
Straight
Into
on
your
the balcony.
bedroom. There you
Done.
go.
In you go.
No keys.
Here's Nina after the event.
I felt really calm. You know, I came in with a job, I came in with an intention, and today I just told myself to get to work, do your job, and this is the result. So, yeah.
You got to stay in the moment as much as possible and not let the occasion get to you. And how easy is it to say that?
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
It's amazing that she was able to do that. And I think out of all the events, Nathan, you're just talking about how handy the pole vault is. I look at the physiques, not only of Nina but the men as well. They have got the best rigs going
It's
around.
unbelievable,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so hard. It's so hard to
Because
do.
the
It's
core
so technical.
stability,
Yeah, that's right.
the upper arm strength,
Yeah.
the power out of your legs to do it all.
Yeah.
It's the all-over
Yeah.
game.
Do you reckon they'd be able to do it with the pool scoop? Just wondering in real life. You know, your murderer's
you
running
need
after
the-
you,
Yes.
there's the pool scoop,
Yes.
and then there's a fence.
Okay, if you take the end of the pull scoop off, because I was doing this just
so
the other day.
you'll snap it off as you're running from the murderer.
Yes.
You put it
You're
into
a
the ground,
chance.
over the fence, away
Yeah,
from
they
the
are
murderer.
aluminium, those pull scoops.
Normally there's
So
a bit of
they'll be able to hold
bend
off.
in the pole
Yeah.
That
to
will
help
be the
fling
issue.
you up.
Well, we'd have to see,
That
won't
will be
we?
the issue.
We'll have to get a murderer to chase her.
The men's team pursuit went gangbusters. They got a world record in the heats.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
And the bikes that they were riding apparently about $98,000 a pop.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Not
isn't
bad
it?
at
You need
all.
a good
So well
bike
done to
chain,
those
wouldn't you?
guys as well. Yeah, that would be
Two
awesome.
bike chains.
yeah, does they have a bell?
Yeah.
Are they street legal?
Keegan Palmer, obviously in the skateboarding, and just coming off the back of Arissa True yesterday as a 14-year-old who
Yeah.
dominated the women's skateboarding.
We've already talked about that.
There's something incredible about a sport where the youngest competitor was the Chinese girl, Zhang Hao, who's 11. And last night there was a
ridiculous.
51-year-old representing Great Britain.
It's amazing.
Isn't that incredible?
But that's
the best
fantastic.
in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the age range in one sport is 11 to 51.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
crazy.
I did watch a bit of Jemima, her bronze medal for the walking.
Yeah.
So the walking relay yesterday.
It was a mix. I love
Yes.
these mixed
Yeah.
events. It
Yeah.
was a mixed event, and she did it with Riddy and Cowley.
Riddy and Cowley.
Yeah, so they got a bronze, but I loved it because all the females in her division were all wearing those iridescent lensed Oakley wraparound things, and
Yep.
she had sunglasses on like she was going to the shop.
Speed dealers. Keep the speed dealers
Everyone
on.
else had the wraparound blades, and hers was like the ones that your mum has.
Yes.
She pops on for
From
a drive.
Les Specs.
And it was just so fun. It was like Les Specs.
Well, of course, they won the bronze medal, as did Matt Denny, who won the bronze
Yeah.
medal in the in the discus.
discus.
He was so close to taking out the gold in that. Can I get back to that walking? So
Yes.
I wrote down in some notes yesterday. This is just a ridiculous sport. No, come on.
Yeah, it looks like
and
you've
then you've got a
been-
mixed relay.
and-
I'm so proud of the people to be able to do that,
Yes.
and they're so great.
What's
and I'll take
amazing
that.
about it
But
is
come on.
when Ridian finished his leg, so he's walking as fast as he can. When
Yeah.
he stops walking, he actually starts running. So he handed the thing over, and it's easier to run than it is to walk.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
instead of like normally when you're running and you stop, you slow down and you walk. No, he started running because that was easier. Less stress on his body.
It does look stupid. It does. It just, everyone knows
No.
it looks stupid. It looks like you've crapped your pants, or
Yeah.
it looks like someone's giving you an atomic wedgie and you're trying to find the teacher to dob on them. But I do love there was spills on the track because someone had dropped a water bottle. And it's like, if you didn't see that coming, you're not
I mean, you're
exactly,
walking.
you know what I mean?
The speed they're going, though. The women did the 20Ks in an hour 25.
No, it's all amazing.
You
and they all have to have
run 20Ks in that.
They all have to have hip replacements at the age of 25.
And then their knees suffer as well.
Yeah,
but
but
I
the
just
thing
think,
is,
as a sport, you go, who the hell came up with that?
If I'm going to
And
have a
that's
hip
not walking,
replacement,
by the way.
if I'm going to have a hip replacement, it's going to be from the glory of looking like an elite athlete like AFL, not looking like an idiot,
Like a poop
walking
on
like a
pants.
duck.
Matt Wern was outstanding. City of South Perth, I think he's a member of. So he dominated the men's
dinghies.
dinghy.
Yeah.
And it was like last.
It was stop, start. Like not enough wind, got enough wind.
Well, the start of the event last night where he only just basically had to finish and just ahead of...
top 7 he had to make.
Yeah, he... who's the guy? I don't know if he was from Israel or... Anyway, I'll get back to that. He all he had to do was just beat that guy, really, just hold him at bay. And there were so many penalties going on. On the water itself, the max they were going at one stage was 3.5 knots.
Yes.
I mean, that's really someone farted in this room and you get pushed
you can
out the
race
door
walk faster than that.
particularly me when I do it.
It was very
And
powerful.
I was kind of thinking to this point in time, what is your moment of the games? For me, I mean, I love the skateboarding and stuff, particularly with Arissa True, but seeing Noemi Fox win a
it's
gold
amazing,
medal
wasn't
That
to
was
lift
beautiful.
that family to a
Yeah.
height and see the joy that her sister and her mum and dad
And she's
have. To
been
me,
in-
that was the best moment I've
She's
seen
been
so
in her
far.
sister's shadow for so long. And
To
that-
see their whole enjoyment, it's just
It
unreal.
was pretty amazing.
Where do you sit?
I think that was, to be honest, I love the big moments. I love the little moments. I love the little moments like Arissa. Every time they ask her how she thinks about something, she says it's super cool. For me, that's just gorgeous.
Yes.
Did you see the commentators? They had a video of the commentators as they were commentating
I
the
love
game.
those guys.
Yeah.
They were trying to play it low key without getting over the top because
Yes.
they were obviously going for Arissa. But the hugging and stuff that you saw when
It
the
was
camera was
beautiful.
on them was amazing.
Yeah.
Are you going to speak about the Kookaburras now?
Yes.
Or?
Have we got time?
No.
No.
Amy's saying no.
Because that's the biggest news, and we talked about everything else but it.
Well, it was a
Well,
part
no, the
of the
gold
news.
medals are
Gold
pretty
medals
big,
are,
yeah.
But I totally
Yeah.
was getting there, but
I
I was
think
too
give them their
excited.
credit.
Dave. I
Oh,
was
no,
too
we give them
excited.
the credit, but the worldwide news right now is something to do with the Kookaburras. Anyway.
You'll never know.
Yes, we're doing it
I'm
now,
in the
Amy.
news. Oh,
We're
Amy,
doing it.
okay.
Let's do it. Harry? Yep. So, Tom Craig is the first person first of the Aussies to get in trouble over in Paris. Of course, he was trying to buy some coke after a big celebration.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Well, he was arrested. Yeah, okay, we'll go with allegedly.
Yeah, I think
So he's pulled out in front of the cameras, and you would have seen this on the front page of today's paper. It's been all over the news, as Nathan's been saying. So straight away, he's embarrassed. They haul him out in front of the media.
Yeah.
He's
They
not
haul
allowed to
him
wear...
out. Can I say they haul him out like a prisoner in Bali when they get caught something?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the intensity, and it was from our people.
Yes,
which I
Nate.
thought was a
And
bit
did you
full on.
notice he is not allowed to wear any Australian gear?
Yeah.
Because they're sponsors. No one wants to be associated with it. This is his first part of getting interviewed.
I made a terrible mistake. I take full responsibility for my actions. My actions are my own and by no way reflect the values of my family, my teammates, my friends, my sport, and the Australian Olympic team.
Can I just say,
He didn't kill him. Did he kill someone?
this is my thing. Do not demonise this guy. This guy was training his ass off and he's gone out and he's done something silly, which he shouldn't have done. But you know what? I mean, follow most people around the streets and watch what they're doing during the day, and someone's going to stuff up. His parents are going to be mortified about this. They don't need people to pile on. I just think, let's not pile on this guy. This is going to be full on for him.
Nathan, I'm 100% behind you. I think we all are on that. That's ridiculous. So then the media throng are at him and he's just trying to walk off and go into the sunset, as embarrassed as he could be.
Yeah.
Have a go at this question coming at him.
Tom, was the cocaine for yourself or for yourself and teammates as well?
Oh, shut up.
For
Who is
yourself
that?
and teammates as
Who is
well.
that?
One of the reporters. Oh, yeah, no, we're all on the gear.
no,
we'll
I've
go
got
and
it for
ballistic on
everyone.
the dance floor.
I'm a team player.
I mean, come on.
That guy
It's
is going to be
ridiculous.
so embarrassed. This is going to affect him. It's going to affect his sponsorship. It's going to affect his whole career. Like I said, his parents
does,
will be his parents will be beside themselves.
Yeah.
Over this. Lay off him.
Yeah.
Lay off him.
Yeah.
Shaun Sport in podcast form.
Always great to have Jeremy McGovern in the house after the West Coast Eagles won last week against the Gold Coast Suns. I tell you what, early days though, I've got to ask the Governor straight off because he played a really great game.
He did.
Had a massive impact on the game at the end when the Eagles needed to win it and they got the job done. In the first quarter though, Gov, I want to ask you about playing on Mac Andrew, who is a string bean and a half, athletic bloke you've ever seen in the competition.
But for like trying to catch a noodle.
Yeah.
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 And he kicked a few goals on you. Well, not necessarily
He
just
kicked
on
one,
you.
mate. Yes, not a few. One. But yeah, he was athletic, far out. He's a big boy, just standing next to him, and then that first one he caught me on the hop a bit, and then I thought I've got him, I can body him a bit, and then before I knew it, his ass was in my face.
And he was still standing on the ground.
What
do you got to do? You just got to lean into it, don't you, Dave?
He's athletic as he's got a full career and future ahead of him. So I'm looking forward to watching it. Hopefully, I can match up on him a few more times before I'm done. But he's a freak athlete for sure, and he got hold of us early there.
It seems a little unfair when you stand. When I was watching him, and I watched him get drafted a couple of years ago, right? So. He's like 6'8" or something to start with.
Wow.
Maybe even more.
Do you know that Barron Trump is 6'7"? Donald Trump's kid?
Really?
Anyway, that's going to be.
Just a high fact.
But you just think athletically, sometimes you look at people, that is unfair. You're tall, athletic, you've got it all.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking matching up, this is just unfair here.
Yeah.
The way he moves. Probably the thing for his height is obviously one, but the way he moves.
Yeah. It was like that picture of Simone Biles standing next to Shaq. It's the same.
But it's like a different species. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we talk about fairness in sport and stuff like that, but people that are made into people that are giants, they should be playing their own thing.
And also can jump. It's not fair.
That's the thing. There's being tall and then being able to move, have speed, jump, all that.
That's unfair.
Well, that's what will be coming into the AFL, I'd imagine, from now on, and I've got to get used to it if I want to keep playing on it.
But you're tall. How tall are you?
196.
Yeah, that's not short. Are you one of the short?
It never used to be short.
No.
Yeah, he's a big guy. But now they get it. They just get
they're all over
that's
200.
the size of midfielders.
All the forwards, most of the forwards are over 200.
Wow.
So
are they just people? Are people just getting more gigantic?
Yeah, I think clearly the chicken's having an impact on the size of guys getting taller and the girls' boobs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because remember when iPhones started getting smaller, now they're getting bigger? Maybe we just follow the iPhones.
Oh, that's a really good point.
Yeah, we'll be walking around with laptops before we know it.
Talking to each other on a laptop.
Don't you reckon we'll be, won't we?
Hey, Gav, getting back to last weekend's game, obviously the second half in particular was the Eagles really turned it on. I want to say, though, the biggest impact made, I felt, was the crowd getting involved. And
There's
I saw
only
this
38,000 people there, Shaun.
No, Natalie, but they were going off their head,
right?
and they had such a big impact because when you're playing in these games, and obviously West Coast have been through 9 losses in a row, you're unsure. You're hopeful. You're playing some good stuff. Your momentum's gathering between you and the players. Gav, I'm kind of speaking on behalf of the team at the moment, which I shouldn't, but I felt like the energy of the crowd keeps lifting, and it plays the opposite on the opposition.
The crowd also go off the energy of the player. So when they're doing well, it's the momentum. It feeds both ways. Don't you reckon,
It does feel. Yeah, I just thought they had such a big impact on the game.
It definitely does, for sure. It's just more when the momentum turns a little bit and the crowd gets going, it's like, all right, then obviously everyone grows a third leg, and we all just start lifting. But you're right, it does go both ways.
Yeah.
But the crowd, mate, our crowds have always been awesome. I was actually pretty shocked. There was only 38,000 odd there
I think
Friday
that's
night.
the Friday night thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, if we want more Friday night games,
I know,
guys,
it's tough.
pack them out.
I know, but they don't put on the special
win
buses.
games. So
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Shawnee. We do have to win more games to get them. But, mate, the crowds, they've always been great for us. And it was just good for us to give back and put a good game on for them and get
we're happy,
a W.
We're happy about it. What about Gaffy? We've got to talk about Gaffy before we run out of time.
Obviously extremely sad to see him finishing up. He was my draftee. We were drafted together. So, he's been an absolute legend for our footy club and such a ripping fella. He's obviously had his challenges over the last couple of years. But, inside the four walls, everyone that knows Andrew Gaff, he's done absolutely everything he can. And he did out in the footy field for us as well for multiple games. And you look back on his career, he's been one of the better wingmans probably in the past. Since it was genuine wing.
Yeah.
He's been right up there with one of the best. So it's going to be sad to see him go, but I guess it's the right time for him to finish up. But hopefully we can get a couple more games. He's got 2 to go to get to 300.
I know, got to squeeze it out.
I think that's really funny. That I love that they are giving him those 2 games so he can get to the 300. But then I was saying to Shaun, what does that give you? Because I was expecting you get something really great.
Like a key
I knew
ring.
you did 228 games.
Yeah.
So
I didn't want to be
200
greedy.
200, you get something.
What do you get?
So 200, you're an AFL life member. On the news, they said he becomes a life member of the AFL, but it's 200 is the thing. On grand final day, it means as a 300 club member, you get 2 free tickets to the grand final.
I
only
think
get one.
I might be wrong here, but I think it might be to any game.
Oh, no, it is to any game. Yes.
But to any game.
Like throughout the year.
Yeah, no,
you
Shaun can do
that anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Is that what
Even
you're
at
talking
my
So
about?
200, you
level.
get that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So for an extra 100 games, you only get one extra ticket to one game.
To
the
grand
grand.
final
The main
tickets.
game.
Grand final, I think.
Yeah, but no, for 200 you get one, so he's already
And
got
then
one.
you'd be joining an echelon of players
That's
that
it.
Oh, that's
haven't
wonderful.
played
But like,
300.
what do you get?
You want more, don't you?
Well, I mean, like, if the difference between 200 and 300 is
one
one
grand final
extra
ticket.
ticket to the that doesn't work out.
So you want
Do you know what?
some,
It's
you want
actually not a
merch
bad
pack?
point, Nath, because 200's not. It's doable. Like 200's pretty.
I mean,
We've
Shaun
all
did it.
played 200
but
AFL.
300's a big jump.
That's a huge jump.
That's a huge jump.
And so
So-
what do you get at 4? Like Pendle's just ticked over 400. What did he get for 400?
You get a statue, mate.
Yeah,
You get
you should be
400.
sitting
Free
on it.
tickets to the grand final.
Well, at the MCC, for example, the oldest person gets to sit on that leather couch
Yes.
at the
so you should,
MCG.
you should
sorry.
get to sit next to Scott Pendlebury.
You should have your own seat at any game you want.
Yeah.
And fed drinks.
a blanket.
The whole lot.
It's
very important.
for 400, man. Far that is,
I know,
that's almost too much.
mind-boggling, isn't
That
it?
is, it's unbelievable. So,
Hey, when you finally retire, which will be 12 years away because the Eagles can't be without you, are you going to have like the big send-off, or are you going to do a Dusty Martin and decide that
Just
I'm going
go,
to finish
I'm
right
out.
now and I'm out and I'm not answering any questions?
I don't know. I'll let you know when I'm going to do it. But I've got no idea. But,
You could announce it on our show. It'd be great.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that. I'll save it for you. So after
scoop.
the break, I've got something to announce.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. But yeah, each their own. I guess I love Dusty, mate.
I love it.
Yeah.
Can I be
just
honest?
love-
I cannot believe that somebody of his caliber has existed being able to do that, not have any media.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's really, it just shows.
Buddy
Well,
Franklin
Nathan,
was
in
similar.
the but normally you don't get away with that because
No.
the AFL, as part of the
They do, they
AFL
push
Players
you forward.
Association, says you got to come out and speak every now and
Yeah,
then.
there's levels to the game. I've tried that.
Have you?
You tried the Naomi
I just-
Osaka
I
approach.
just don't wanna-
I don't like it.
Let's
you
just
need to
leave
be
it.
bad at it, Gov, and you're not bad at it.
Then at next minute, it's you're getting.
The next week you're on Nova every week.
Got the graveyard shift on over.
Just incidentally, I just want to have say about Gaffy too. Personally, I think he's been amazing for the West Coast Eagles, and I don't think anyone has any idea of the pain and mental anguish he would have gone through over the last couple of years not being selected in that team and having to go back, a person at his level and what he's provided to the team, and he just wants to apply his craft every day.
Yeah.
Working his absolute backside off, but knowing he's not being able to get a game. I mean, that is
Yeah,
just
it's
so
tough.
disheartening for him. And to stick around for the last couple of years and be a leader in their waffle team, he just shows what an outstanding
Because
person.
we have to tell you, there's actually substitute Nathan, Nat, and Shaun just outside of the studio. They've been waiting for
Waiting in the
21
wings.
years.
Yeah.
They've been waiting, and they still have to keep training.
Yeah, they're going to Tonya Harding us one day.
Oh,
In the car park.
Shaun and I escaped straight to the temple. Straight to the temple.
Gov, off to
Gov.
Tassie this weekend.
Tassie, at 11 o'clock today, we're shooting off.
Direct flight. What's the go?
Direct flight, I think. Yep.
So is it the same charter that took
Yeah,
that
I
brought the
think, I
Dockers
think
home?
so. So I've
Take a
got
bucket.
got all my plumbing gear. I've packed that on the way. So everyone's bought their own little poo bags and that.
Okay, great.
So we're prepared. We're prepared, but hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully
They're
not.
prepared. How are you whistling?
I'm okay.
Okay, great. You're going to be our guest whistler for tomorrow. At least a couple of tracks from the big man. What do you think? What do you think?
He'd be
What do you
good.
think?
He'd be
Imagine
good.
how good. Think about how good he is at footy.
Yeah.
I
Imagine
know.
what happens when he gets those lips together.
Shaun Sport is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.